Good morning everybody, and this is your SP 500 setups for today. So still stuck in the range, nothing really going on, and for me at the moment we have quite a bit of data today and tomorrow, so non-farm payrolls tomorrow, so I suspect we're still going to muck around in this range for some time still. At the moment oscillator's not helping us in amongst the fast moving averages here, and we're at bottom of range. There's a bit of a support zone here which I'll get to now, but I'm not so sure I want to actually get involved in what's going on at the moment. We had a relatively positive noise yesterday, except for oil, which got hammered, so I suspect the fall was related to oil. But if you look at the 3 hour, we've got a crossover here of the slower moving averages. We do not quite diversions, but you can see how we just fell straight down on the oscillators, and we're now heading into the 20 area. So this is getting to oversold, which is quite typical of a range. You can see overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, and then the peaks and troughs of the move. So for me, we are bottom of range. The ultimate bottom of the range is down here at 45.43, but we have another little zone here at 45.50, and that has been tested quite a few times and nothing has come of it. The level that we were looking at yesterday, which was pretty much 45.73, which is around here, you can see we got a 1 hour sort of pin bar off that, but your trade would have been on the top of that if you're trading the 1 hour, so that didn't materialize. And if you got down to the 15-minute, you would have seen that's not a valid signal there. It is an inside bar with another almost engulfing bar here, but even if you wanted to trade that, you should have been looking with an entry up above this tail here. But the fact that it was not on the main level, which is 45.72.73, that was not a trade. So you can see how it just formed a channel to the downside, and then we just spiked lower going into the close. And at the moment we are flirting with this level here, and I suspect we're probably going to drop lower here. I think we're going to go and test probably 45.43, and then there is the ultimate low of the range, which would be this area here at 45.28. So yeah, I'm kind of sitting on hands. I'm not going to try and second guess this until we get out of this range one way or another. So I don't really have any logical advice for you. The only thing that I can say at the moment is this downward trend of yesterday has been broken. You can see there's our downward trend, and now we have gone sideways, which has basically broken that trend, so we haven't continued down. So this is a strong area of support. I know from if we're trading during market hours, there would be bounces off here, but because we're after hours at the moment, this is just kind of going nowhere. But I suspect it's just going to keep drifting lower, to be honest. Yeah, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Is a bit of divergence forming here with this section here on the 50-minute, but I'm not going to read too much into it. We are too volatile at the moment, above and below the moving averages continually, and another crossover of the moving averages here. So it could be another up day, because you can see it's up one day, down the next day, up the next day, down the next day. So that's just a sign of a really confused range. Oscillators grouped very strongly to the downside here on a level, so there's a strong possibility of a little bit of a bounce, but to where, who knows, probably a rejection higher up, 45.72 if it does get there, or just a drift lower until noise comes in, and then either a spike down or a spike up, depending on what the noise is all about. Anyway, I think for me the safest one is just sit back and wait for this range to resolve itself. It's been 2 weeks. Well, this is the third week now, so it's been 3 weeks basically of nothing, and if you try second guess this, you're just going to get yourself hurt. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.